I talk about the 20th century. I didn't live through the whole 20th century, but a good bit of it. you know, and I was born in the middle of the Depression. And as a small child, I remember what depressions were like. I remember World War II and Korea War and Vietnam War. And there were a lot of bad times, but the worst thing was the violence because they rejected this whole notion of freedom of choice. And that is 100 million people were murdered by their governments. See, that has to stop. And the only way it's going to stop is to have a better idea. The only way you can solve the monetary issue will be with people like you who understand the issue and you want to assume responsibility for yourself, but you have to have the government out of your hair, because that will be the greatest threat that we all have in everything that we do. And somebody say, well, are you better off if you have gold? Well, I know a lot of you aren't negative in gold, but the whole thing about gold is they can do the same thing, maybe more easily, because what did they do in 1933? Because they were bad conditions. The first thing that Roosevelt did, we stole all the gold from all the Americans. They had to turn it in. For 42 years, you weren't even allowed to own gold. I helped in the movement in 1975 to re-legalize the right of American-owned gold, and this is astounding to think that in the land of the free and the home of the brave, you couldn't even own a gold coin. And so governments, I have to say, and I don't think I have to say it very loud because I think you already know it, and that's why you're making preparations and trying to be prepared to protect yourself against what the government is doing, because that is a responsibility for you as individuals. It's a responsibility for your families, your communities. And the neat thing that I like about a group like this, I visited with a lot of you last night as well as today. I talked to a lot of people, and I sense that you fully understand that, yeah, the monetary issue is important, but liberty is important too, and we can solve our problems if we have our freedom.
That's the jukebox, yes.
This over there, yes, the jukebox.
That's it.
Just a minute. The rest of it,